We're starting 4.4, factoring polynomials. This is video number 1, and we're finding a common factor. So important vocabulary is, what does factored completely mean? It is when a polynomial is written as a product of unfactorable polynomials. Nothing can be factored anymore. So let's do some examples. So number 1, we need to figure out what can go into x cubed, 10x squared, and 24x. Every single term there has an x in it. So I'm going to take an x out of everything. So if I take x cubed and take out an x, I'm left with x squared. Take an x out of 10x squared and you're left with 10x, and 24x, taking out an x leaves me with 24. So I look now, what can multiply to 24 and add up to 10? Well, 6 times 4 is 24. 6 plus 4 is 10. So I still have the x out front. I have an x plus 6, an x plus 4. Again, double checking. 6 times 4 is 24, and 6 plus 4 is 10. So that's as factored as it can get. So number 2, we look at what can go into 5y to the 6th and 125y to the 4th. Well, I can take a 5 out of both and 4 y's out of both. So 5y to the 4th is the common factor. And then when I factor that out, if I factor 5y to the 4th out of 5y to the 6th, I'm left with y squared. Factor it out of 125y to the 4th, I'm left with 25. So I have minus 25. Now, y squared minus 25 is a sum of a square, difference of a square. And our rules for that were, I take the square root of both and I get y and 5. One is minus, one is plus. So I have 5y to the 4th times y minus 5 times y plus 5. All right, and number 3. A 6 goes into all 3 terms, so I'm going to factor out a 6. And I'm left with z squared minus 4z plus 4. And I need to look at, in those parentheses, if it can factor more. Well, if I do z minus 2 times z minus 2, the negative 2's multiply to 4 and add up to negative 4. So that's now factored completely, and don't forget the 6 out front. So 6 times z minus 2 times z minus 2. Or you could write it as 6 times z minus 2 squared. So now go to your practice and do problems number 5, 8, 12, and 21. Now in the practice there's a couple of things to fix. Maybe. Double check to see if yours has these right. So look at number 5. And it is supposed to be a minus 24. So it's supposed to say x cubed minus 2x squared minus 24x. Add that x onto there. Okay, and then down below on the problems that are wanting you to find the errors, describe the errors. Those are numbered incorrectly. Those are numbers 21 and 22. Okay, so we've had 2 errors so far. Sorry about this. Possibly 2 errors. The third error that you might want to double check is that your number 42 says x minus 6, not x equals 6. So it says x equals 6, change it to an x minus 6. And then number 43, so this is your 4th error, should have the 140x needs to be 144x. So some of your problems might be right if you printed it off of online. but or if I made newer copies. But if you took a packet when I made the original copies, you'll have these errors on there. But it is fixed for the later copies and for online.